Good evening, beautiful people. Such a blessing to be alive.
It's good to be alive.
We don't always see it.
It's great to be alive.
Sometimes you don't see it until you're on the other side of existence. I got this amazing glass from crosspolitic.com, aka FLFnetwork.com, aka Fight Laugh Feast Network.com. On this show, Gabriel Ranch, Dillian, David Shannon, and Pastor Toby Sumter share their considerable skills and knowledge with the world, and they help their listeners understand all that's going on in the world of religion and politics, and how they intersect and connect with each other, how they have an inseparable symbiotic relationship with each other, and encourage people to prepare for that moment when every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, either by force or by choice. Personally, I'd rather do it by choice, because those who do it by force won't get a chance to go to heaven. Yesterday, my carer and I went to Caffeine Kings, which is located on 1920 Gold Coast Highway in Miami. It's owned by James and Jess Wren. They get their beans from Sensory Lab in Melbourne. There used to be a laundromat. The owners were originally from Melbourne. They love punk rock music and street art. Their artist who designed the design on their walls is famous on Instagram. It's a pretty choco's place. On a normal, non-COVID month, every second Monday night, there's an informal latte art competition. There's regular live music and trivia nights. The seats are made from 44-gallon drums. There's 2 blends, rotating single origins, and espresso martini. You can get all-day breakfast, which consists of eggs, bacon, salmon. The lunch menu is breads and bagels, snacks, salads, and cakes. Some of the food is available for takeaway. I got a single origin flat white coffee in a skull-shaped insulated glass. So it kept in the heat, but it didn't feel hot when I picked it up. It didn't burn my fingers. And I had what they claimed was the world's hottest chili sauce from California. That was teamed with the avocado in my burger and chicken with the skin removed, and it was a truly mouth-watering experience. Obviously, I should have brought a fire hydrant to the restaurant. I definitely needed the glass of water that was given to me before I commenced consuming my delicious lunch. I was just praising the Lord because for a couple of months now, people in my state haven't been able to travel to Gold Coast because anyone that did so would have to get a $1,600 fine. And obviously I didn't want to pay a fine, and my carrier didn't want to either, so we dodged the Gold Coast like a bullet, but now we're able to go back to it again. There was one king who ruled Israel whose son got his penis and his testicles removed, and he was taken away by a foreign king and made his vassal or made his servant, made his prisoner. Another king of Israel had to watch his sons being killed before he was blinded. If I was in his shoes, I would want to be blinded before I saw my sons being killed. I would want to be made deaf so I didn't have to hear them. I would want to be shot first so I would be able to hear them, so I would be able to know that they were being destroyed and I was helpless to prevent their destruction. It's every father's worst nightmare to be in that situation. One king named Josiah, he discovered the book of the law hidden in the temple, and he encouraged his people to restore worship of the Lord. He got rid of the idols that were in his land. Jehu was famous for tricking the prophets of Baal and having a scheme set up where all the prophets of Baal would be gathered together in a room, and he had a ceremony worshipping Baal, and he got his men to catch a hold of the prophets of Baal and the worshippers of Baal as they came out of the room, so that they were destroyed. If you were in his shoes, would you join in the worship of Baal so you could destroy the worshippers of Baal? Seems to be a counterintuitive move. There may be times in our lives when God asks us to do the wrong thing, or where we take the law into our own hands and think that we have to do the wrong thing in order to bring about God's plans. This could be displaying a lack of trust in God. We don't need to lie to protect those we love from being taken away and killed, because God is able to intervene. He is able to come in between us and those who intend to do us harm. He is able to come in between our loved ones and those who intend to do them harm. He is able to come in between our countrymen and countrywomen and those who intend to do them harm. He is always able to change our situation. There's no life that He can't fix. He's always in the mix with us. He's keeping us from being mixed up. He gives us clarity in whatever situation we're at. He knows what we've been through. He knows the burdens that are on our shoulders. When we're younger and when we're growing older, it seems the older we get, the more our responsibility increases. The more we gain knowledge. The world is our college. Whether or not we entertain the notion of receiving funding for tertiary education, whether or not we get good marks in our schooling, in primary and secondary education, whether we go to a higher level, to another learning institution, to one that requires a greater amount of brain power, or one that asks of us a more hefty expense in order to attend classes. God helps us. Lack of trust in God is an idol. Fear is an idol. That's what I learned from my career this week. Too often, I don't trust that God is going to come through for me. I try to take the law into my own hands. I need to be a different kind of person. I need to be more like Christ and less like those who fail to trust in Him, who fail to put Him first above all else. I know that there's never been a moment in my life where He's not capable of reaching me. He's beseeching us to open up the door of our hearts and let Him come inside. When we abide in Him, we can be given new life. We don't have to bear the burden of trouble and strife. He keeps our wits sharp like a knife. Even if people think we're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, that doesn't matter, because He is with us in our war. He is helping us to overcome the world. We can have peace in the middle of war. It seems an oxymoronical concept, but it is true to say that we can simultaneously be in a state of war and a state of peace. Be loving and hateful at the same time. Hateful of sin, not hateful of those who are involved in sin. We can be fearful and trusting at the same time. Fearful in the sense we obey God, cause we know what God is capable of. He is capable of permitting life to be created and destroyed, permitting its destruction. He is capable of creating life and permitting its dismissal from existence. He is with us when we're in the playground, when we're in the workplace, whatever we're facing. He is there with us. He is enabling us to overcome the world by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. He never leaves us lonely. He is always our home. He is always holding on to us. He is our judge. He is the demon destroyer. He is our Groom, we are the bride of Christ. Know that He's coming again soon. Gotta be ready, gotta get our hearts in a state of readiness. Got to walk in forgiveness, even to those who don't deserve it, because we didn't deserve the nails that He bore on His hands and His feet, the crown of thorns that He wore for the sake of our redemption. The 39 times that His flesh was cut with bits of bone and glass. The phlegm that He caught on His body, the humiliation He suffered when He was stripped naked, the moment when His clothes were gambled with for the sake of our redemption. His lack of pretension, He's with us no matter what tension we face. He is helping us to embrace His mindset, not adopt a mindset of regret, keeping us from regressing, helping us to make progress. He is the all-consuming fire inside of my soul. I praise you, Messiah. You restore me and you make me whole. You're in control of my destiny. You console me. Help me to know right from wrong. Help me to know what kind of interaction to have with those who are called my homies, those who keep in touch with me. No, you give me discernment so I know when to show love and when to refrain from showing it, when to show it in the way that shows support for what somebody is doing, and when I just show love by simply being in somebody's life and being there for them when they're in the moment of crisis, being there to give advice when it's desired. Sometimes I gotta give it when it's not appreciated, cause I gotta speak the truth in love. Know that the truth wasn't always appreciated by those who were worshiping idols. When you came to the woman who was stoned for committing adultery, you showed her love and you also told her go and sin no more. You were direct about what she needed to do. She needed to change her life just like I needed to. I need you to be with me in the ever-passing moment. God, I'm grateful for your atonement. You laid down your life so I can be given back mine. Because of you I can shine all of the time. Because of you I'm able to sit at the table with you. I know that you are able to overcome the world. You are able to turn a heart of stone into a heart of flesh. Now keep me from going hard in the time of hardship. Keep me from paying lip service to the idea of being yours. I don't just wanna be your Sunday Christian. It is getting a lot more difficult when I can't worship with my family and friends, when I can only do it online, not offline. Some people have the opportunity to fellowship offline. Praise God for all the time that He's given us, for all the sermons that He has filled our heads and hearts with, for all the guidance He's given us from His word. It is a light to our feet and a lamp to our path. He put His neck out for us like a giraffe. I'm comforted by His word and His staff. I'm having a laugh. I thank God for my bird who chose to put the repetition on the line, saying the Caucasians, oh African Americans, nothing. I'm huffing and puffing and I'm blowing the house down, clouding around with the underground sound, knowing that God is there for me, keeping me from having mental breakdowns, keeping my soul awake now, willing to do whatever it takes to wake the world up to the truth of His existence. My subsistence on Him is constant. I rave and rant, He gave me a chance. He enables me to chant down Babylon. He gives me the strength required to carry on. Cause of Him, I know His love will never be gone. He takes away my nightmares. He turns my dreams into reality. There are some dreams that He puts on the shelf. Some people question God's will because of His time, and they think that because He doesn't answer straight away that He is saying no to them. But maybe He is just saying maybe. He is saying just wait and be patient. We don't always know when He is gonna turn dreams into reality. You never wanna get the opportunity to get paid for doing what I love, for that it would never become a reality. reality. Yeah, I thought that I would never meet a woman that loved me, but he brought a woman in my life who loved me, even though she didn't stick around cause of the government. You know how it is when it's hard to hold on to relationships, when you're dealing with long distance, when you can't keep your feelings under lock and key, when you can't keep your feelings to yourself, when you can't stop yourself from being like a player, being faithless. God changed my nature, make it like yours. You are the one that I worship and adore. See, it sounds like I'm making excuses. I'm talking about my situation. I know I have a choice. Why did I ever think that I didn't have a choice? Why did I act like I had to flirt with the ladies all night? I know that I didn't have to go in the path. I had a fiance. You should have known better. Why did I always want more than the food on my plate? Why did I always want the food on the other guy's plate? Why wasn't I content with what God gave me? Why did I want what didn't belong to me, in addition to what was mine already? What was within my reach? My heart so belonged to her. My love was strong for her, but I didn't love her enough to love just her, for her to be my own and everything. That's how it is with you, my glorious king. You want all of our love, you want all of our hearts. You don't want half of our hearts, you want the whole entirety of our hearts. You don't just want a small portion of us, you want all of us. You are jealous for us, you are zealous for us. You want us to be completely in rapture over you. Capture my heart in the world I love it. Set apart cause of you. I got the possibility of redemption. I don't have to live a lie. You were willing to lay down your life for the sake of my redemption. Cause of you, I'm able to be genuine. Gotta taste that new wine. It's crazy how the people in Constantinople were arguing over the color of the angel's eyes and the color of Mary. It's scary how we get caught up in semantics, how we focus on things that don't matter in the slightest, to make us people the lightest. Know that my delight is in you. You give me your joy that never dies. I came to realize how much I need you in my life. When you chastise me, I know it's form of an affection of a cold liquid. So I'm willing to admit there's nobody in this world that gets me like you do. Nobody that was willing to die for me like you were. Even when I called you a stranger, an enemy, even when my thoughts were filthy like a sewer. You were the one who made them pure. You were the cure. You were the one who gave me a filter, helped me to have discernment and use my eyes and my ears as filters. Be careful what to choke out and what to take in, what to allow to come pouring out my mouth and fingers that linger with me, no matter what I'm facing, embracing the course of the one and only King of Kings and Lord of Lords, whose cause I applaud. No, there are midnight marauders. There are some who come in the daylight hours, keep my spirit from being sour. Overpower the enemy whenever he comes to try to turn me into a little clone of him. I don't wanna be like the nemesis when he tries to sneak up on my premises. That's weak. For myself giving in, getting my priorities wrong. Let my life be a song. I don't wanna be the way that I was yesterday, acting like a hypocrite, talking like I knew it all, getting on my high horse. But secretly, I was hiding, simple thinking I was caving in so easily, caving so eagerly, running to sin like a dog rushing to its vomit, wanting to gobble it up, filling its cup with filthy sewage. That is not the age I wanna be living, in the age of ignorance. I can't claim to be ignorant. I know the truth, so I should be set free. I should live in the freedom, not know of freedom, and never grab hold of it for myself. I know that you're kidding us out for the next world. You're fitting us out for the future beyond this world. For when heaven invades earth, it's cause of you that we're able to inhabit a place of peace. One is never cease. 'cause of you. I know a love that makes no sense to me in this century. In this new millennium, you know what's going on inside of me. 'Cause of you, I abide in freedom. 'Cause of your love that defies a reason, Lord God. I'm a dirty style back to a treason, but you still keeping on and on to me. Keep me from falling apart of the seams. You turn my dreams into reality. The devil plots and schemes. Now, I wanna bathe in your living stream, manifest your spirit inside of me. Cast out all of the spirits of the enemy when they plague my mind to try to make me hateful, make me full of love and thoughts. Instead, make me loving towards those who raised me, those who gave me life, those who taught me wisdom at school, those who loved me even when I acted a fool, those who went to church with me, those who drove me to church services, those who fellowship after church with me, those who ate fish and chips with me, those who double dip with me, those who drove in a whip with me, those who were equipped with me, who were taught how to live like the one who fought for us, the one who laid down his life for the sake of our redemption, who were guided to be his trumpet, to make progress and not go back to the way that we were before. I don't wanna be the old man, the one I left in the water. I know doing no longer covered with your blood, that crimson tide I wanna abide in, that state of liberty. I know it's 'cause of you I'm able to adopt a mindset of positivity. Some say it's negativity when I'm spelling at you, but the truth needs to be received. The truth needs to be shared. You told us to fulfill the Great Commission, gotta be your soldiers. If we ain't fulfilling it, then we can't say we're your kids unless we're bold about sharing your love. We can't be compromising, we can't be having double standards, we can't be sarcastic, we can't be making some hateful comments about our families. Lord, set my mind at ease, help me to guard my lips. I am a man of unclean lips, Lord, God, control my tongue. Keep it from being like those who have horns coming up their head. I don't want to be like those in the realm of the dead, burning in a place of eternal torture. I don't want to be like the place. I don't want to be like those that place was prepared for. The devil and his angels, I ain't imitating them no more. Lord God, help me in this war. I can get so bitter and twisted, gotta resist it whenever the thought creeps up on me. Gotta be more like you and less like me. On the cross of Calvary, you bore the punishment that I deserve. It unnerves me sometimes when I'm asked to do jobs. You know what's going on inside of this kid. You restore me and you make me whole. Every day, Lord, you console. It's 'cause of you I got a love that never dies. 'Cause of you I'm alive. I know that I can have a beautiful life, 'cause you were willing to lay down yours so I'm able to have mine. I'm so grateful for all the places that you brought me to. I'm thankful for all you brought me through. It's 'cause of you that I know peace, that I've got that tranquility living inside of me. There's families that are suffering right now because a dude got killed in the process of having a foot placed on his neck. The next day he was dead. The report said the results were inconclusive about whether he was asphyxiated, he was intoxicated, he was inebriated. Some say he may have been using fake money. God, your love is sweet as honey. You know what's going on in me. You were the key to my freedom. It's 'cause of you that I have peace. cause of you. I know that we can get through this storm together. We don't have to give in to sin. We don't have to give in to that hateful voice that says to hate instead of loving. That says enough is enough. We can't take it anymore. What are you gonna do other than follow Christ? Unless you follow Christ, you will never live your life in a state of peace. Can't say that you follow Christ unless you walk in forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't deserved, it's a right. It's a right, not a privilege. It's a gift that you give to others and yourself simultaneously. It isn't always easy to see how it's possible to achieve a state of serenity when there's war that's around you. When you are driving and somebody suspects you of being a criminal because of the color of your skin or because of the clothes that you're wearing. I know what it's like to be accused of having criminal mentality simply because of the threats that you choose. I got everything to gain and nothing to lose by deciding to stay faithful to Christ, cause He is the Lord of my life. He's my guiding light. He gives me insight. He's with me in this fight. He enables me to overcome the world by the blood of the Lamb and the word of my testimony. He never leaves me lonely. He made me a new creation. He helps me in relating to my relations when they bark like accusations. When people don't see that we're all one blood, all part of the same human family. Why we divided? Why we so hateful towards people of other ethnicities? Why do we have prejudice? Why do we have these thoughts inside our heads? Why do we conjure up stereotypes inside our minds? Why do we judge people we haven't met? Why do we act like judge, jury, and executioner? Why do we act like we know people's entire case histories? There are people who are millionaires who dress like hobos who don't want to draw attention to the fact that they are loaded. Look at Mark Zuckerberg, he rocks a hoodie. He acts like he's a street bum, like he's a hobo, but he is a guy who could buy and sell everything around here. See, appearances can be deceiving, a tangled web, but even when we walk around lying to ourselves about what we don't know people's hearts, we don't know what's going on in their lives, we don't know what they're being through, we don't know the situation that they face, we don't know what causes them to choose drugs, we don't know what causes them to choose a lifestyle of thuggery, we don't know what causes them to lack the opportunity to be a part of the community, to network with people who are able to build them up instead of tearing them down. If you've been torn down all your life, if you've been told all your life that you never know your life, if you've never been told that you're something, if you've never been told that you are capable of achieving anything, if you've never been told that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, then how are you ever gonna have a positive thought in your head about yourself? How are you ever gonna have self-esteem? You will constantly put others down, put yourself down. You will never see your potential for growth as a human being. You will only see yourself as a fuck. You will only see the solution is doing more drugs, injecting more in yourself, snorting more, drinking more, stealing more, raping and molesting more, mistrusting more. We're gonna faithful round instead of faithful round. Faithful within, no doubt. Wanna shout from the rooftops that Jesus Christ is Lord, even if the world isn't willing to hear. Gotta intervene, God will intervene. He is putting eternity on our hearts. He can wake us up when we're asleep. Mentally, when our spirits are asleep, He can give us dreams and visions. He is the reason why I weep for His sake. For the sake of all those who are going to hell, who are full of bitterness and rage, who don't know how to lock it in the cage, who don't know how to deal with the fact that people die every single day. People are killed inside the womb every single day. What about those lives? Do they matter to you? Know that God is there. He is our substitute. He is our substitute. He's a key to our freedom. I will stand resolute. He gives my life His meaning. It's cause of him that my soul has clean. Cause of him, I don't have to go the obscene route. I can deal with my anger by taking it to him. I don't have to take all my problems to my friends. I can take them to him. He can cure my problems. Some people make God out of their friends because they rely on their friends more than they rely on God. It's okay to talk to your friends, but you can't make gods out of your friends. You can't make gods out of things. Some people make gods out of their jobs. Some people make gods out of money. They rely too much on their jobs. They are confident in themselves. They think they don't need God, but God gave them their breath. God gave them their heartbeat. It's too easy to get caught up in the conflict. It's too easy to make excuses for cussing and swearing and acting like the world and blaspheming and profaning God's holy name and being casual and not approaching Him. Thinking that spending time with God is something that we can take for granted, but we don't always have that advantage. Some people don't have the opportunity to meet in their own homes and freely worship the Lord like we do in countries where it's permissible to do so. I praise God for the liberty to worship Him in spirit and truth, like the man who came down through the hole in the roof. He said, take up your bed and walk. I don't have to live in a state of sickness spiritually, even though I may not have a choice physically. It's because of Him that I have hope in the valley of despair, in the valley of the shadow of death. Wanna praise Him with every breath. Because of Him, I don't have to worry what life brings me. I don't have to hurry. I can slow down, take it easy. I'm chilling in His presence. I don't have to be a villain, no matter what people's perception of me is. I know who He is. I know what it means to be free. Cause He has a key to heaven and hell. In His presence I can dwell. Emmanuel. I don't have to be tucked up in my shell. I don't have to keep your love to myself. I don't have to worry about relating to the opposite sex, but to get so scared, muscles are flex and know that He is always willing to go to extremes to wake me up to the potential for redemption in me and the potential for redemption in everybody. Why do I dismiss people too easily? Look at the way she dresses is certainly a sign that she don't want anything to do with the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, but she may have a hunger deep down inside her heart. She may have been taking drugs, she may have been forced into a life that she didn't want for herself. She wanted a quick fix to the fact that she couldn't pay the rent, so she took that quick route. Little did she know how soon it would result in the death of her self-esteem. God, you turn dreams into reality. The devil plots and schemes, yeah. You know the fatalities that people suffer. You know the problems that people deal with on the daily. You were nailed to a tree so your Lord can prevail inside of me. So I can be seated in heavenly places with Christ Jesus. No matter how many rides are on the street, seeing cops getting bit, wonder what that's like. I only know what it's like to bite over MCs. Not to be a cannibal, or to be cannibalized, or to be a cannibal snack. Yeah, I can relax, know that you got my back. It's such a shame when people act so lame, when people go on trips just so they can know a cop. While people mentally all over the shop. I know what it's like to be confused in your mind, to be chasing out burning holes, to be in a state of confusion, not knowing what to do with all the noise pollution out there, all the racism, sexism, and ageism out there, all the schisms out there, all the colonization out there, all the stealing of languages and cultures out there, all the forbidding of dances and art out there. The kind that does it cause God to be jealous inside, cause it isn't making a mockery of the fact that He made everything. It is just an appreciation of the beautiful world that He made. Some art depicts the worshipping of animals as gods, and the worshipping of rivers and natural phenomena as gods, but some of it gets it right. Worshipping the Creator, not His creation, making a sensation, giving congratulations to everybody in the world, maintaining patience, waiting for the return of the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. One day the skies are gonna crack open, waiting for the day of His return. It's only a matter of time. I know we gotta be patient. Even if we're covered in aphids, even if we're covered in ants, covered in honey, covered in ants, we're a meal for the ants, we're a meal for the rats, we're food for the pigs. Some people wanna eat us alive, but we know we can't thrive, 'cause of God we can't survive. We don't have to worry about what life throws at us, even if the color of our skin gets up some people's back, even if it annoys some people. We can have contact with the one who was nailed to the tree for the sake of our redemption, and he gives us power and peace. There's power in his peace. People don't see power in his peace, they see power in the peace, but your power ain't necessarily found in the peace. And in fact, a peace has no power without the Prince of Peace. It's 'cause of him that this instrument of warfare was created in the first place, that it was simple. I wanna resemble him in the way that I'm acting, reacting to the world around me. Gotta be innovative and creative. I'm so glad he found me. He wants us to protect ourselves sometimes by shooting to wound instead of shooting to kill, and knocking people out instead of causing injuries, or speaking his words and being a catalyst for peace, like the lady who was famous, who was on Oprah, who recited the purpose-driven life and convinced her kidnapper to become a Christian instead of killing her on that night. God, you're with us in this fight, helping us to walk in the light. I necessarily joining the crowds, rather run in the opposite direction, even if they're doing something that's neutral, something that doesn't cause God to be ashamed, like jumping up and down. I deliberately go against the flow. I don't know why it is, I'm a nonconformist, but there's others who are just like me, so I can't say I'm alone in acting the way I do. Solomon said there's nothing new under the sun. Know that it's very true, honey, but no, God is with us. I'm hungry and thirsty for his righteousness. I know that he's the cure to my stress, keeping me from going backwards, going back to the way that I was before. 'Cause he is with me everywhere I go. He closes windows and he opens doors. Why wasn't it enough for me to have a girlfriend? Think that I thought Nicole Scherzinger was someone else to be with. I don't know why I got so messed up in my head. Why wasn't enough for me to just have what I had? Why did I want to add to what I had? Why did I want to add to what I had? Why wasn't I content? Godliness with contentment is great gain. To have you, that's enough for me. To know where I'm going when I die. You hear my spirit cry, it never falls on deaf ears. You always hear me. You intervene in my life, keep my mind clean. Keep me from coming on the path of the option. 'Cause of you, I got a love that'll never be obsolete. You're the one who makes my life complete. You're the source of my peace. Your wonders never cease. Why is it that you choose to love me? Why is it that you choose to die for me? Why is it that you hear my cry? I'm old school like Big Daddy Kane. Still go dancing in the rain. I don't get why people go dancing in the rain. I know that you were slain, so I can be slain in the spirit. Lamb of God who was slain, who died and rose again. In you I can remain in the state of tranquility. Use my ability for the sake of your glory. Give me agility. Help me to go with rocket speed like lightning bolt. Help me not to be so addicted to finding fault. I got a critical spirit, I don't want to be that way. I know you call me to be loving, to speak the truth in love, to only criticize when it results in redemption. Not to just be so addicted to criticizing, not to react in a defensive way, talking sarcastically and saying negative things about somebody else when somebody finds fault in me, apologizing in a fake way, acting like it's somebody else's fault for making me feel bad about doing the wrong thing instead of accepting responsibility. I don't want to go down that path. I have a lot. I enjoy your company. Cause of your bloodbath, I was able to be redeemed from the devil's schemes. I know you're willing to go to extremes. You are the one that speaks every single language. You don't speak in an alien tongue exclusively. You are the supreme being. We are able to connect with you, to have a personal relationship with you. Cause of you, we are able to go through whatever life throws at us with a smile on the faces. Cause you enable us to do your will, love. You are that real love, the kind that never dies, no matter what we face. You're the love that's alive in us, fixing you we can thrive. Holy Lord God, you are the one who is pierced. Your love is pierced, you enable us to overcome the world. It's cause of you we don't have to sneer. Help us to stay sincere. Cause of you are always near. Even if I got bullied, even when I got pinned to the ground, thought I that you were there, answering my prayers. And when I was running from the cops, they said, why were you running if you weren't guilty? You took out filthy man, dipped him in your blood. He was washed clean, came out white as snow, came out like the husk of a coconut. Willing to take that risk from Donna just for me. Willing to get your tusks involved in what needed solving in me, willing to die for the sake of my redemption. No, Shaddai, there's nobody that has a patch on you. Nobody even comes close to you. Nobody is ever as loving as you. No one is as knowledgeable and powerful as you. Nobody is everywhere at once like you. Even when I act like I don't, you help me to see every day through with a smile on my face. Even though I am quick to react, I'm quick to get hot-tempered. Thanks to you, I'm able to be calm and not let my nerves get the better of me. Get so anxious, it's ridiculous. Hugs and prayers can get me back on the right track. Sometimes the best solution is simplest solution. People try all sorts of complicated tricks. They say, think about how much this will matter in a few years' time. In the heat of the moment, I can't always be that wise. Some people say to look at your surroundings and absorb yourself in your surroundings. You will soon find yourself not so consumed by whatever it was that was bothering you, but it doesn't go away. It comes back again the following day. There will be another opportunity for this little irritation to get the best of me. But you were there with me. You were able to help me see from your perspective instead of the defective one that I was adopted in the past. Cause if you got another rule forever last, I can have a blast knowing that you were willing to lay down your life for the sake of my redemption. You free me from strife. You bought those stripes. Holy One, you are anointed. You are the key to my emancipation. You delivered me, pulled me out of the dark pit. I admit I was close to the snake. I was adopting his mindset. I don't want to be like that king who worshipped the bronze serpent instead of living like a servant. A servant-hearted leader is the kind that you require. Dipped in my desires, gotta be like you. Willing to wash feet, willing to get down and dirty. Is in the holy way, willing to do the dirty stuff, willing to roll up my sleeves, willing to punch my feet in mud, willing to get a little grubby for the sake of the redemption of souls. You are able to restore me and make me whole. You are able to use me as your vessel, grinding up rhymes like a mortar and pestle. 'Cause of you, I'm able to see through 3 decades. You got a love that never fades. I don't know when you're coming back again. Some say it's only a matter of time. I wanna bust a rhyme for the sick of all those dealing with struggle right now. People on the streets riding, people looting and polluting. I feel sorry for businesses having their possessions stolen, having to find the money somehow to replace all the goods that were damaged or stolen, all the goods that nobody paid for, so they have to fund the replacement out of their own pocket, because those companies don't expect those goods to pay for themselves. 'Cause if you have found wealth, I don't want to keep your truth to myself. I know that you can help when nobody else does. Keep us off from getting shot, keep us from the devil's cooking pot, keep us from the fire that is blazing hot. We got only one life, so we gotta live it for you. Not indulging in trouble and strife, recognizing that you are with us in the ever-passing moment. God, I'm grateful for your atonement. Never wanna disown you. No, I lay my life down before your holy throne. I nail my sins to the cross, nail my bitterness and unforgiveness to the cross, nail my lust and pride to the cross, nail my anger to the cross, nail my hatred to the cross, my unrighteous hatred to the cross. I nail it to the cross, though, because of you I'm able to be full of joy in the ever-passing moment. I don't have to be this nightmare's kid that questions why he was born, wrestling with suicidal tendencies. You keep my mind at ease, you are the source of my peace. I know I don't have to go out and murder somebody when I'm full of hurt in my heart. I just gotta take it to you. You are the key to my freedom. You are the one who substituted himself. You are the scapegoat who keeps me from slitting my throat, who keeps me from slitting my wrists. I wanna be on your love boat. I wanna be on that boat of hope in the stormy ocean, in the storm of emotion. I know it's 'cause of you that I'm floating in the sea of calmness. I don't have to harm myself or others. You are the key to my recovery. I'm on that road to Wellville. Don't have to dance with the devil no more. I know what's necessary for me to abide in that continual state of tranquility. I know what is required, the medicine and the poison. Why can't I be smart enough to stay away from that which harms me? That which brings me pleasure also destroys me. Why can't I stick to what brings me delight? Why do I ever get bored in your presence? I love your word, it's so exciting to me. It's like there are two me's inside of me. Like Paul, I desire to do the right thing and to do the wrong thing. I desire to do the right thing, that thing which I desire to do, I end up not doing, and that which I don't desire to do, it's what I end up doing. I'm guilty of sins of omission as well as sins of commission. I'm staying committed to you. I admitted that I'm nothing without you. I'm gritting my teeth. I'm poor without you. I'm hopeless without you. I'm nowhere without you. It's 'cause of you that I'm able to break through, that I don't have to be stone cold hearted. 'Cause of you I don't have to be stiff like a statue. 'Cause of you I'm able to have conversations with people that I barely know. I'm able to make friends out of the blue. I'm able to keep my peace when people talk about COVID, when they talk about things that they know nothing about. We've been in ignorance, talking as if everything is hunky-dory, as if these rules make any kind of sense. I see the bigger picture, my peeps in Latin me, it frightens me how people swallow the pig squill of the enemy of the media, how they get so easily deceived. Let me be consistent in what I speak, fireproof and heat resistant, to help me to go the distance. It's because of you that I'm able to see the bigger picture. I'm able to connect with those who are knowledgeable, rest in an epiphany. That's why I don't have to stress when things seem to be going down the gurgler. I thought I was gonna lose my friends. We're still waiting for travel to be resumed internationally. Still waiting to get in that sanctuary. It's scary to think of all of the times when I could have had that deep experience with you when I didn't, cause I was taking for granted the fact that I was having church. Now I'm gonna capitalize it, gonna be all caps when I'm talking about going to church on the weekend, cause it isn't something that I can treat casually anymore. Better is one day in your house and 1,000 elsewhere. Lord, I love the fact that I can spend time in your presence. I love that I have the freedom to worship you in this country, that we've been given that opportunity. In the past there are rugby league players playing to empty stadiums. You were there for us in our emptiness. We do this for an audience of one. We know that you're watching over us. You were keeping us from copycatting the mindset of the enemy. Because of you, we're able to obtain freedom. I don't have to be on the outside looking in on it. I don't have to be good at my teeth. I got big for the enemy, sounding so big that I have a mouth. Family and friends help me to walk in love instead of hate. Help me to relate to those who want to debate with me. Help me to coexist. It ain't always easy, I know. You were there for me. You are with me in my struggle. You are the giant I'm sitting on the shoulders of. You are enabling me to slay Goliaths in the spirit realm. Cause of you we can overcome the world. I cry out to you. I watch his demons get slain. You said, call upon me and I will answer you. You display your amazing power to me. When the devil comes to me at night, when he fights me, when he tries to pin me to the sheets, I know you save me from that hellish heat. I don't have to walk the path of deceit. I love your love, God, it just can't be beat. You never asked for a receipt, yeah. You gave freedom to me. You asked me to live for you in the entirety of my existence. You were the one who justifies my existence to live for you. Because of you, I can go that distance. I don't have to feel like you were indifferent to my problems. It's not like you just made the world as if forget about you. Just go about your own business and I'll just watch from the clouds. You intervene in my life. You wanted to die for the sake of my redemption. You only need to die once for the sake of my salvation. You are the solution to all the pollution out there on the airwaves. You are capable of saving us. You are the ship that I'm clinging to. You are my rope that pulls me out the well of despair. You pull me out of the slimy pit. I admit that I'm nothing without you. I don't ever wanna think that I don't need you. I don't wanna believe that I don't wanna believe that lie. I know I gotta love you till the day I die. You hear my spirits cry, yeah. I'm obligated to love you in response to your sacrifice on the cross. I can't help but be grateful, acknowledging the fact that I'm nothing without you. That you died for the sake of my redemption. Your love is alive in me. You are the fire that I can't keep shut up inside my bones. I ain't gonna shut up about the fact that you atoned for my sins, even though behold, I'm a man of unclean lips. Say, it's up to be square, it's up to be for the fool in your eyes. Even if we are mocked for the sake of loving you, we will go out calling your name, even if they burn us to death. As we are covered in flames, even if we're covered in water up to our elbows, giving China's water touching you, were able to help us to follow what you taught us, to walk the path of love, even when it's not what they expect of us. Able to choose a path of love, because if you are able to see that it is possible for me to obtain freedom, I don't have to walk in chains all the rest of my days. Because of you, you tell me what a place back. Because of you, you help me in my fight. Because of you, you deliver me for you and death for me and all of my people, all of the people that are not connected to me. You are able to help them to overcome the world. You are able to protect them from being enslaved to Satan. You are able to protect them from being killed by the police. You are able to protect them when they're walking out on those streets. They don't have to fear. They don't have to be slaves to fear. No, that you are able to intervene with all the kings and queens, with all those humble hearts that are out there. You are able to prepare heavenly mansions for them, so they don't have to worry what they're facing in this life. They can go from rags to riches. Because of you, we are able to obtain riches.